Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Fata'ala Allahu limalikul haqq, Fata'ala Allahu limalikul haqq, Fata'ala Allahu limalikul haqq. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. Wa barak. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters in Islam. My name is Muhammad Awal Amin, a Nigerian from Nigeria, indigenous of Niger State, a Datilako government, Niger State, a village called Go inside a Datilako. That's where I'm from, that's one town, that's one village. I'm in paper tribe. This is my number 53 video. So I come to this Lagos, not from something living, so I'm living in Lagos in the area. Lagos in the area. That's why I find it, that's why I'm living. So every time when you come to that mouth, that's why I find it, that's why I'm living. My business is silence, once, that's what I'm saying. So today's topic, it's about the separation between those who are that follow the best part of one, and those who are that went forth and allowed their salah and hide it. How the whole one separated between those one that follow the way of Allah, meaning the best one, and those one that went forth and allowed their salah. You see, when you go to the Surah Al-Fatiha, end of the Surah Al-Fatiha, Allah said, Surat al-Lazina an'amta alayhim ghayr al-maghdubi alayhim wala ad-dallin. You see these three people Allah is talking about them. Surat al-Lazina an'amta alayhim, those who you bestow your grace, those they are the one that follow the best part of one, meaning the way in between, who follow matter. Where Allah said, Wala tajatunatka, don't love salat, Wala tukhabida, don't hide it, what the give me the salat, but follow it. Then those what they are, the one that follow the best part, the way in between, the whole follow matter. Then the name of the way in between, follow matter, that's the best one. They are the one that follow the best one, which is Surat al-Lazina an'amta alayhim. Ghayr al-maghdubi, they are those, meaning none of those who you any longer with. Then those one, they are munafiq, they are the one that Allah said, when Allah said, Wala tajatunatka, don't love the salat, Wala tukhabida, don't hide it. They went for and allowed their salat and hide it. And then that allowed it, and then that allowed it and hide it. Where you find it written inside the hadith that it's photo, that they lied on Prophet and the Shaykh go to Allah hadith. That's where you find that love in a hiding. It's not a desert one. Therefore, the Quran has rejected and then throw it back to them. So you see, they are the one that went for and allowed their salat and hiding. Those what they are, Gairali Makatubi, Manafiq. None of those who you any anger with, that is Manafiq. So you see, then the third people Allah talk about, Wala Dwali, none of those who went for astray. Then those one, they are Ashabu Shima, they are Kafiru. Then when you come to the whole one, Arab language come from the right side. Then, if you like it, you use your right side or use your left side. Whatever you want to write, your writing must start from the right side. Allah is one that places that Arab language on the right side. And then there's no one can change that. So, if you believe in the Holy Quran, only without a scrapper translate, then you should know to yourself that you belong to the right. And then there's no one can change that. Only as one single hadith in the whole world. If you take the whole one as one single hadith, you take it only. You believe in it. Then you should know to yourself you belong to the right side. And then there's no one can change that. That is Surat al-Lazina an'amta alayhim. Those who you bestow grace, those that one that believe in the whole one as hadith of Allah. When Allah called hadith, say when Allah called the whole one hadith, then that's where you know that Prophet doesn't have a hadith. So you see, then again, those one that believe in the Holy Quran, those one that take the Holy Quran, share what to Allah with all the hadith that Arab Imam also lie on Prophet, then those one they are munafiq. They are Gairali Makatubi. None of those who you end up with, then one of Wala Dwali. Wala Dwali, look at it. English language come from the left side. If you like, you use your left side. If you like, you use the right side, or you use the left side. And if whatever you want to write, your writing must start from the left. Allah is one that plays that Allah is one that plays that English language in the left side, and then there's no one can see that. Then Bible is written in English language that comes from the left side. Then if you believe in the Bible, then you should know to yourself, since in this world you belong to the left, and then there's no one can see that. Look at it. Three people Allah talk about. Then you see here, those one that follow the best part of the Holy Quran, They are the one Allah called Surat al-Lazina and Amtalihim. Those who you bestow your grace. They are the one that follow the way between their salat and fasting in judgment. The command of Allah, they follow the way between. They neither allow their salat, they hide it. They neither allowed it. They didn't allow their salah and then they didn't hide it. Allah says, don't hide it. What they give me the time but follow it. And then this way between is for you to just avoid it. You will not allow to hide it. Unless somebody comes close to you, he has simply one person is reciting. That's where the way follow it. And then where you know that the conqueror for you do that is the way follow it. Where we go so to the fight verse 24 said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu sajibu lillahi wa rasulihi idha da'akum lima yuhibbu wa alamu anna Allaha yakhilul bayna al-mar'i wa annahu ilayhi tushar. They say, oh, you will be the answer Allah and His Messenger when He called it out, which is given. I know that Allah come in between person and son, and then to him we shall all be gathered. وَعَلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحِيلٌ بَيْنَ مَنْ أَقْرَبِ. I know that Allah come in between person and son. Then He gave you command in Surah Al-Israel. Just as I'm told by Surah at the end of the verse, وَمَتَجِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ but follow you. Allah come in between, and then He gave you the command to follow you. So you see, the way between, say, follow me. There's no doubt in that. Then this way between, follow there. That's what Allah called. Verse 1, what is the sort of Zumar? Chapter 1, verse 18 said, Alladhina yastami'una al-qawla fayattabi'una al-hasan ulaika hadahumullah wa ulaika humul ulama. Those who listen to your word and follow the best part thereof, then those are whom Allah has rightly guided, and then those are men of understanding. So you see, the word one is the word of material. Then when you listen to the word one, and then you follow the best part thereof, then a way to is the word of material. Then the name of a way to the word of material, that is best part one. Then those who want to follow the best part one, the way to follow better, they in their salat, in fasting, in judgment, then those one they are one. They are the Surah Al-Lazina and Amtalihim. Those who even saw grace. And then those they are the one as I mentioned in Surah Al-Waqi'ah, chapter 56 of the Quran, verse 40 said, وَصَلَّةٌ مِّنَ الْآخُرِينَ. And the multitude of righteous in the later generation, they are the one. So look at it. That is those one that follow the best one. Then the separation between those one that follow the best one, the way to follow the command of the way Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly the way He wanted, and those one that went forth and disobey Allah and went forth and allowed their salat and hide it. Allah said, "Wala tajal salat, don't allow the salat. Wala tuqabiyah, don't hide it." What the game is not but follow it. Then this one, that's the Muslim of this. They are the one that went for and allowed their salat and hide it. And then that allowed it and hiding of salat that they are doing it, where you find it inside it. It's not written one. The old one has rejected, has cast aside and then throw it back there. Where you find it written inside the hadith of Prophet, which is auto, which are criminal Arab auto, lie of Prophet, and then shape what Allah hadith. Went for the line of Prophet. Senator Kala Rasul. As if when you go to the tower of Prophet Isa al Islam, you will see Kala Rasul Isa. And then if they ask God, they show what hadith of Allah which Allah said Prophet Isa al Islam, he says this is so. One says one will lash it. As if when you go to the tower of Prophet Dawud al Islam, you will see hadith that's also that say Kala Rasul Dawud. Then if they ask Kala Rasul Dawud, they show what hadith of Allah which is the Burah that's said Prophet Dawud al Islam, what is it is the same. As if when you go to the tower of Prophet Musa al Islam, you will see hadith that's also that say Kala Rasul Musa. And then if there is, then show it. As if when you go to the tower of Prophet Ibrahim al Islam, you see Kala Rasul Ibrahim. If there is so you see the line of Prophet said Kala Rasul, then they take that hadith and share it with Allah hadith. And then when you finish reciting the hadith, whether you like it or not, you will take the hadith of Rawahu and say that share it with Allah hadith. You say that this hadith of Rawahu is equal to so one, or it's like what Allah is or it's similar to what Allah is saying it's hadith of one. Therefore, you now complete that word. The Rawahu that authored that hadith is equal to who? You see, you are saying that it's equal to Allah. You see, that's shirk, sin that Allah never forgive. You have taken hadith of Rawahu and they share what to Allah hadith. You see, that's shirk, sin that Allah never forgive. So you see, when you recite the hadith of Abu Hurairah, whether you like it or not, you take the hadith of Abu Hurairah, say that this hadith of Abu Hurairah is equal to so much one. Or it's like what Allah says so much one. Or it's similar to what Allah says it's hadith of one. Then you now complete that word. Then Abu Hurairah that authored that hadith is equal to who? You see, you are saying that it's equal to Allah. You see, that's shirk, you see that Allah never forgive. So you see, then Allah said inside the Quran, say don't allow the salah, don't hide it, but for the way they went for the right inside that hadith. That is what now Prophet said that if you go and allow the salah, go hide. You see, the Quran rejects that allow the hide. So you see that's what that they are gair magdubi, those who are None of those who you any longer with, that is munafiq. They are the one that went for the loudest salat and disobey Allah. They are the one that went for and hide their salat, loudest salat and hide it and disobey Allah. So see, then those one, they are performing salat all by Allah. So see, the whole one has leveled them up. They are performing salat all by Allah. Then their salat, that's the salat Allah called in Surah Al-Anfal, chapter 8 verse 35 said, وَمَا كَانَ صَلَاتُهُ عِنْدَ الْبَيْتِ الْمَتَكَاءَ وَتَصْدِيَاتٍ فَذُوقُوا الْعَذَابَ بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْفُرُونَ. Their salat in the house of Allah in Kaaba at Mecca was nothing but a whistle and a clapping of hands. You see, they are very maghdub. They are the Muslim of the day that went for and disobey Allah, loud and salat and hide it. And then where you know that the whole Quran is speaking about what's happening now. You're seeing it, that's what's happening now. You're hearing that you are hearing with your ears, that's what's happening now. Breathing that you are breathing to those, that is what's happening now. Talking that you are talking to mouth, that's what's happening now. Eating that you are eating to mouth, that's what's happening now. Walking that you are walking to leg, that's what's happening. Running that you are running to leg, that's what's happening. Flying that the bird is flying with wind, that's what's happening. The whole Quran is speaking about what's happening now. Then that is what is happening now. And then the proof for you to know that the whole Quran is speaking about what's happening now, that's the best one. Well, as I give command, where you look at it, Allah says, ولا تزال صلاتك don't love salat ولا تقابل don't hide what the given by the zakat but fully with it. So this is the command. Then when you come to your eyes, the upper lip of the eye, that's what's the the down lip of the eye, that's some purpose. Then blink your eye that you are blinking and saying that is stored purpose, that's all of it. Then the name of the that's what's the then that blink your eye that you are blinking, is that not what's happening now? That is what's happening now. Therefore the whole Quran is speaking about something now. Or seeing it that you are seeing with your eye, is that not what's happening now? That is what's happening now. Therefore the whole Quran is speaking about what's happening now. That's why again, when we come to the mouth, the upper lip of the mouth with the upper teeth of the mouth, that is first one. The down lip of the mouth with the down teeth of the mouth, that's second one. Then that's your mouth that's going up and down while you're talking, while you're eating. That is third one. That's all of the time. Then the name of the way of all the time, that's first one. Then the talking that you are talking to mouth, is that not what's happening now? That is what's happening now. Therefore, the whole Quran is speaking about what's happening now. Eating that you are eating about, is that not what's happening now? That is what's happening now. Therefore, the whole Quran is speaking about what's happening now. Then, this one, this louding and hiding that Muslim of this are doing in the Salah, the whole Quran is speaking about what's happening now. Then, they are those whom Allah is talking about and said, وَمَا كَانَ صَلَاتُهُ عِنْدَ الْبَيْتِ الْمُتَكَاءَ وَتَصْدِيَةً فَذُوقُوا الْعَذَابَ بِمَا كُنتُمْ تَكْفُرُونَ. Their salat in the house of Allah in Kaaba at Mecca was nothing but a what's at the clapping of hand. They are performing salat all majal. They are performing salat, but their salat is salat of disobedience. Allah said, don't loud the salat, don't hide it. But follow it. The louding and hiding, the whole one rejected that they are doing. And cast out the full battle. So they are the one. Allah said, turn their salat, said that their salat is nothing in the house of Allah in Kaaba at Mecca was nothing but what's at the clapping of hand. Look at them. That is what's happening now. The whole Quran is speaking about what's happening now. So see, the whole Quran has leveled them, has cast them, separate them between those one that follow him, meaning the best one. Then again, they are the one. Allah said, still again, they are the one. Allah said, said in Surah Maryam, chapter 19, verse. Say, وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا كَانَ عَلَىٰ رَبِّكَ حَتْمًا مَقْضِيًّا. Every one of you will pass his hellfire. What is it? Surah Maryam, chapter 19 of the whole Quran, verse 80. Chapter 19 of the Quran, verse 71. Say, وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا كَانَ عَلَىٰ رَبِّكَ حَتْمًا مَقْضِيًّا. There is no one of you but will pass over its hellfire. This with your Allah is a decree which must be accomplished. Anyone, all of you will pass its hellfire. Anyone that you look at it. Since in this world you see it, they are the one went for and allow their salat and hide it. The whole one rejects their salat, reject their salat. The loudness and hiding that they are doing the salat, the whole one reject it. So look at it. They dwellers are told their salat, said their salat is nothing but what's not the clap of hand. So see, they are also performing salat all matter. Then they are the people that also said, وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا. Any one of you will pass over hell. It's hell. It's hellfire. كَانَ عَلَىٰ رَبِّكَ. That's the decrease from all that must be accomplished. So you see? So the whole one separate them from those one, from the best part of those one that follow you, they will follow matter. Those one that follow you, they will follow matter. You allow what how you want it. The advanced are calling Surah Al-Waqi'ah, chapter 57, verse 4 said, وَصَلَّةٌ مِنَ الْآخِرِينَ, and the multitude of righteous in the later generation. So look at it. Then this one that went for Allah their salat and hide it, disobey Allah, they had one as I said, وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدْهَا كَانَ عَلَىٰ رَبِّكَ حَتْمًا مَقْضِيًّا. They had one, the whole one rejected their salat since in this world. The louding and hiding that they are doing their salat, the whole one has rejected. It's not written somewhere. Therefore, the whole one has cast outside, has rejected, and they threw it back there. Then they had one as I said, وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا. Everyone who will pass over his head. كَانَ عَلَىٰ رَبِّكَ حَتْمًا مَقْضِيًّا. This is a decree from your Allah that must be accomplished. So you see the whole one separate them. Then again, they are the one Allah said, you see, those one that Allah even said in Surah Al-Anfal, chapter 71, verse 169, said, فَخَلَفَ مِن بَعْدِهِمْ خَلْفٌ أَضَاءُوا وَاتَّبَعُوا الشَّهَوَاتِ فَخَلَفَ مِن بَعْدِهِمْ in Surah Al-Anfal, chapter 71, verse Surah Al-A'raf, chapter 71, verse 169 said, فَخَلَفَ مِن بَعْدِهِمْ خَلْفٌ وَرَثُوا الْكِتَابَ. Those one, they are the kafirun. Those one, they are those one that went astray. Meaning the Christian and older. They are the one. فَخَلَفَ مِن بَعْدِهِمْ, which is Surah Al-A'raf. They have succeeded an evil generation, which inherited the book. وَرَثُوا الْكِتَابَ يَأْخُذُ الْأَرْضَ حَزْنًا هذا أدنى ويقول سيغفر لنا وإن يأتيهم أرض مصر يأخذ. You see, they are the one. They have succeeded them an evil generation, which inherited the book, but they choose for themselves good of this low life, evil present of the world. Say that everything, when everything comes, everything will be forgiven for us. If anything happens to them, everything will forgive for us. They went for and committed a sin and all that. They said everything will forgive for us. Then Allah said, أَلَمْ يُؤْخَذْ عَلَيْكُمْ مِيثَاقُ الْكِتَابِ أَلَّا يَقُولُوا عَلَى اللَّهِ إِلَّا الْحَقَّ وَادَّرَسُوا مَا فِيهِ وَالدَّارُ الْآخِرَةُ خَيْرٌ لِلَّذِينَ يَتَّقُونَ أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ. So see, those one, they are the one that went astray, that chose this low life pattern of the world. And then when you look at them, those Christians and all that, they don't want to die. Every time you find them, they don't want to die. You say, I don't want to die. So see, that's evil generation. Then also again, Allah said, those one, that's it. Then Munafiq, that's one of the one. Then Munafiq, guided the Maghdudi. Those one that went for and disobeyed Allah, went for Allah, that's Allah hide it. They had one as I said, فَخَلَفَ مِن بَعْدِهِمْ وَرَثُوا فَخَلَفَ مِن بَعْدِهِمْ أَضَاعُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَاتَّبَعُوا الشَّهَوَاتِ فَسَيَلْقَوْنَ غَيًّا, which is in Surah Al-Maryam, chapter 19 of the Holy Quran. Chapter 19 of the Quran, verse 50. Said, فَخَلَفَ مِن بَعْدِهِمْ أَضَاعُوا الصَّلَاةِ وَاتَّبَعُوا الشَّهَوَاتِ فَسَيَلْقَوْنَ غَيًّا. They have succeeded an evil generation in evil propriety, who loved their salat, who given up their salat. They went for and allowed their salat and hide it, disobey Allah, give up their salat. The whole one cast out the louding and hide it, they are doing salat, rejected and they throw it back to them. You see, that is what's happening now. The whole one is about what's happening now. أَضَاعُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَاتَّبَعُوا الشَّهَوَاتِ فَسَيَلْقَوْنَ غَيًّا. By not offering them well, lost their salat by not offering them well, by not offering them properly, and they have lost, and then they will be thrown inside hell. Look at it. They are the one that also said, وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا. Every one of them passed on hell. They are the one that went for Allah, their salat and hiding. That's most of them that disobey Allah. So you see, the whole one has left them out. Then when you continue going, that's how you continue seeing how Allah is feeling about them. You see. Then again, they are the one, Allah said in Surah Say, وَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ يُرَاءُونَ وَيَمْنَعُونَ الْمَاعُونَ. They are one. Look at it. Look at them. You see in Surah Al-Maryam. In Surah Al-Maryam, verse 59. They are one. Then verse 71 in Surah Al-Maryam. They are one. You see it? The whole one has leveled them up. Verse 71. Then again, those one that follow the best one, away to your follow Matella. Command upon them, all Matella, well as what how you went in Surah Al-Waqiyah, chapter 56, one verse 40, said, Wasulatu min al-akhuri. And then multitude of righteous in the later generation. Look at it. Verse 40. Look at it, verse 40. 40. Look at it. They are the one that followed command of all of it. The way Allah wanted, how He wanted. So you see, the whole one has separate between those one that follow the best one, a way in between, a way follow my. Look at the way between your body. You see it on the leaf. You see it on the ground. This away between the Rasul said that you should just avoid. When you are eating food, you listen to the sound of food that you are eating. You hear it little. Let somebody come close to you. You are seeing this one, whoever is eating. When another example of it, when the fire is catching, you listen to the sound of fire. It's little. When somebody come close to you, you hear this as the fire is catching. That is the way to all of that. Then Rasul said that you should adjust for it. You will neither loud nor hide. Oh, you're saying salat, oh, you're saying tazma, oh, you're saying dua. You are just why you will not allow no hand. Unless somebody come close to you, you hear as if this part reference is society. And then look at it, the way between. Look at it here. Look at the way between. The right hand side, the left side, then this line at door comes in. That is way between all matter. Then the name of the way between all matter, that's the first one. Look at it in our body. You go hair of the bed, body of the bed. Look at it, hair of the bed. Look at the way between all matter. When the sky is blue, that's when you fall metal. Because that time is submitted, that time is tiny, that time is not wide, it's tiny, that's wet right. When the sky is with brightness, you see that is from morning to the evening, that's the longest time I take almost 12 hours. You see that time is wide, it's long, it's very wide, that's what's about. When the sky is with darkness, that's from night to daybreak, that's the longest hour. Distance hour, that's almost like 12 hours. You see that time is long, it's very wide, that's number one. But when the sky is blue, that time is so many, that time is tiny. That time is not wide, it's tiny. Look at it, here is tiny, here is tiny. It's tiny. Then that time, that is white red. That's the time that Salah command us to take our fasting and then to break our fast. That's after Salah, so when the sky is blue. And then that's after Salah, the Maghrib, first Salah, when the sky is blue. Then when the sky is blue, that time is so many. It's not white, it's tiny, that's white red. That time that Salah command us to take fast and then to break our fast. You should see the whole one, inside the whole one. But today, Muslims, they went for, you say that's it, inside the one. When those one that follow the best one, they had one. Who do that. But those one that went for and allowed their salah to hide it, the way they went for and allowed their salah to hide it, and then that allowed them to hide it, the whole one rejected. They went for and disobey Allah. Also the same fasting. They went for and take their fasting in the darkness and they break it today. Arab man went for and tell them, say that you should go and take a fasting before salah to subay. And at that time, when you look at the sky, you'll be able to tell yourself that the sky is with darkness. Then they now went for that, say that you should go and break a fast before Salat al-Maghrib. Then Allah went for that, it's when the time of Salat al-Maghrib, and so on, sword, chapter 8, verse 32 say, I love this one. Instead of remember Allah from Asr to when the place over and so on Hasad at develop night. That's when the sun Hasad at develop of night. And at that time when you look at west, when the sun is cold down, you are seeing the red of the sun during the time of Maghrib. That time the sun is hiding, the sun is sitting. So when you break a fasting before Salat al-Maghrib, then you should notice that you are breaking fasting when the sun is hiding, meaning the sun is sitting. So you have break a fasting in the day. And then that's what Arab man tell the Muslim. You want for that, you take your fasting before Salat Subhi when it's got with darkness. You see, you have to take a fast in darkness and then break it in the day. So see, and then that one, the whole one has rejected and cast aside and then throw it back to it. Then again, the Adwan as I said, look at it, the Adwan as I said in Surah 5, Furqan chapter 24 verse 23 said. Verse 23 said, وَقَدِمْنَا إِلَّا مَا أَمِلُوا مِنْ أَمَلٍ فَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً مَنثُورًا. And then we will turn whatever they did into deed of particle of those scattered on the air. Look at it. Arabic Imam. They went for and author their books. All the books that they author, all the Rawabu that author their book, all the book that Arabic Imam with Imam Figu, all the book, the Kawai, the Ahli, Ishmael, all the book that they author. They went for and said that it is Hadi that are near to the Prophet. They had one hearing him at the time that they say it. You see, that's lie that they lie. And then those things that they are saying, they are things that things that they write down. And that is what you find in their hadith, in their Kawai, they are in the book that they author. You see, that is lie. Then that is first one. The second part of one, and now the father with this question. And he promised him. When I gave him command, said that to go and tell your Ummah, said, Wala Tijasraka, don't love Islam. Wala to have it, don't hide it. What to give it Sabila, what to give it Zaxla, but follow him. Then instead of Prophet to go and deliver the message exactly what Allah said to him. No, he didn't deliver. He now went for and disobey Allah and tell it to Suma his own desire. Say that you should go and loud Islam and then go and hide it. And then that loud enough and hide it that they are doing their salat. Where you find it written inside the hadith that they auto, Ahalari, Ishmawi, all the book that they auto. And then that loud and hide it that they are doing their salat, the whole one has rejected, has cast out and they throw it back to them. So see, since in this war, the whole one has rejected their salat completely and throw it back to them. Then that is the second part of one. Then the third part of one. Allah said in Surah Al-Furqan, chapter 24, verse 23 said, وَقَدِمْنَا إِلَّا مَا أَمِلُوا مِنْ أَمَلٍ فَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً مَنثُورًا. We will turn whatever they did into deed of particle of those scattered on the earth. Then the deed that they did, the deed that they did, that is salat and fasting. Then the whole one rejected, cast aside, since in this world. Then Allah said, we shall turn whatever they did into deed of particle of those. If the whole world rejected our salat, if the whole world rejected our salat and fasting, what remained the Muslim of the world would do that to please Allah with? Then the whole world said, we will turn whatever they did. Then their salat is a deed of deed. Their fasting is a deed of deed. Then the whole world said, whatever they did, we will turn it into a deed of particle of those scattered on the earth. That is third part one. That's waiting. That's what all of it. Then the name of waiting of all of it. That's the first one. So see, the whole one has separated. Those one, they are the one that went for and disobey Allah and went for and allow the salat and hide it. That's it. So the whole one has separated them, depart them from those one that follow the best part one, away in between, away of all of Allah. The Lord has chosen for us in salat, in fasting, in judgment. And then those one that follow away with all of Allah, they are what Allah said, وَصَلَّةٌ مِّنَ الْآخِرِينَ. A multitude of righteous will be in the later generation. So the Ummah separated them. So look at the separation between them. So you see, that's the thing. So I see it. That is it. So it's one. That is the one has separated. Then when you talk of Munafiq and Kafir, they are brothers. They are brothers. Those ones that do it for Allah, that's right, hiding. Disobey Allah. They are, you see them, they are behaving. Well, look at them, they are behaving. Their behavior is, they are brothers, Munafiq and Kafir. So the Quran rejects them, cast them outside, separated them with those ones that follow the best for one, away to your full battle, command of all of them, well, how he went exactly where he went. So that's it. So, I think, well, look at it. And then this I'm explaining, that is what is happening now. And therefore, the whole part is speaking about what is happening now. So, since in this world, if you didn't follow the best part of God, away with your format, then don't blame anyone. Blame yourself. Blame yourself. You follow away with your format. What you know, if you know what is good for you, then follow away in between. The way format meaning the best part. The way that's just for us. Let's say وَأَلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحِيلُ بَيْنَ I know that Allah come in between. Allah come in between. Then He gave you command in Surah and Surah chapter 71 Surah at the end of it. وَبَتَجِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ but follow away between. Allah come in between and He gave you command to follow away between. So don't even, if you didn't follow away between, meaning the best one, don't cast blame on anyone. Blame yourself. The whole one, whatever you do, if you didn't follow this away between, the whole one will reject it. The Salah, everything you do, the whole one will reject it. So you should know to yourself. The whole one is rejecting the one that doesn't belong to it. So if you didn't do the command of that, the whole one will reject it. Then follow away between, follow what for that, follow what for Allah, the Salah, I did, then the whole one will reject that one. So it's better. It's excellent for you to follow the best part of the whole Quran, the way in between. That's the thing. So you see the separation between those one that follow the best part of Quran, the way between follow the and those one that went for and disobey Allah, went for Allah, that's rather hide it. That's the separation between them. So when you look at it, the whole Quran, that's it, you see, translation. You see, the whole one has translated. Two of them. So that's it. So I think it's all better. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.